Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. I do it for myself because I want to be a better principled person, I just so happen to love religion. I love God, I love to study religion. Anyway, choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, they sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve, Love yourself, because if nobody else loves you, you'll be okay. And never give up on yourself. Never. Never give up on yourself. If you lost everything, if you have yourself, you have everything. You can always rebuild. I focus out of 3 religious texts. And I'm reading every one word for word. The Bible, the Quran, and I'm in an introductory Buddhist text called The Shape of Suffering. And it's dealing with dependent co-arising. So we're back on the rotation of the Quran. We're in section 2, or chapter 2 still. We're in section 30. Now, it'll be chapter 2, section 30. 232 through 235, but don't come jumping on me in the comments about whatever it's saying. Now, I didn't write it, okay? I wasn't a scribe back then, so I didn't write it. So some of this stuff might be affecting me the same way that it's hitting you, but let's just be adults and hear what they're saying, okay? That's the whole point for this, is to hear what the old folks in the past had to say. That's all. Maybe we can learn to get along with each other better, because none of the religions should be arguing with each other. None. None of what I've done, none of the studies that I've done so far, which I'm documenting as I go, support that. Unless somebody doing something to the other person, But I'm not going to go into that, because my aim is for people to not fight. But I understand sometimes, how it is, but the whole point for me is to try to find a way for us all to be able to work together. And I'm willing to listen. I want to hear how the other cultures feel about the way they go about doing stuff. That's another reason why I'm doing it. So, the Quran chapter 2, section 30, remarriage of divorced women and widows. And when you divorce women and they end their term, prevent them not from marrying their husbands if they agree among themselves in a lawful manner. With this is admonished he among you who believes in Allah on the last day. This is more profitable for you and purer, and Allah knows while you know not. Sorry, I always get these religious texts get me nervous sometimes. And I'm reading a lot of this. Sometimes I'm reading this stuff for the first time. I just go for it. I don't try to I don't try to review it or anything. I just read it. I just read it. So you get me as raw as it gets. And mothers shall suckle their children for 2 whole years for him who desires to complete the time of suckling. And their maintenance and their clothing must be borne by the father according to usage. No soul shall be burdened beyond its capacity. Neither shall a mother be made to suffer harm on account of her child, nor father on account of his child. And a similar duty devolves on the father's heir. But if both desire waning by mutual consent and counsel, there's no blame on them. See, I'm going to keep going. And if you wish to engage a wet nurse for your children, there is no blame on you, so long as you pay what you promise according to usage. All right. We're not going to go deep into that part, but I think we understand. And keep your duty to Allah and know Allah is seer of what you do. Okay, out there. And as for those of you who die and leave wives behind, such women should keep themselves in waiting for 4 months and 10 days. When they reach their term, there is no blame on you for what they do for themselves in a lawful manner. And Allah is aware of what you do. And there is no blame on you respecting that which you speak indirectly in the asking of such women in marriage, or keep the proposal concealed within their minds. Allah knows that you will have them in your minds, but give them not a promise in secret unless you speak in a lawful manner. Don't be telling lies on all them, whispering to people and telling them stuff and you don't mean it. Don't do that. And confirm not the marriage tie until the prescribed period teaches its end. And know that Allah knows what is in your mind, so beware of him. And know that Allah is forgiving, forbearing. That sounds like that's giving women some rights, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. Remember to smile this day anyway, and reach out to one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time, okay?